If you're into indie makeup and beauty, you probably know all about Cosmic Brushes because they're quite a well-known brand. They're relatively recent, but they have been making quite the name for themselves. And we've all been keeping an eye out for when they're coming out with a new Halloween palette. Now, obviously, this is a lot later than they had actually intended to come out with it. However, it does seem that it was worth the wait. This is their new Gothic palette. And by the way, I did take all of these pictures from their Instagram, but let's jump into it. Let's discuss this one. They actually haven't left a massive amount of time between the reveal and when it's actually launching because it's going to be available for purchase on the 11th of October at 6 p.m. UK time. And I don't know how they've done this, but it's only £22. And I genuinely don't get how an indie brand can manage that because their overheads are so much bigger than like much larger companies. So like whatever they're doing, they are doing it great. Now it's a £12 palette, and in that palette you get one multi-chrome metallic, one duochrome metallic, and one matte with sparkles. And the rest is sort of like a mix between metallics and mattes. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at this. It's kind of the perfect tones for both Halloween but also this time of year. So I think this is done exceptionally well. Now you know the drill. My gorgeous friend Tia is an affiliate. She does have a code. It gives you some money off. But I also have another friend, Makeup on Your Radar, and they have a code as well. So I'm going to put both of their codes down below, and I'm going to put Tia's referral link as well. So if you are looking at this, I highly suggest using one of their codes. I gotta say, this is just beautiful, and I really, really enjoy their formula. And the swatches just look so delicious. The kind of multi-chrome one there, or the duochrome there at the very left-hand side, reminds me a little bit of the shade Sprinkle that came in their Delicious Delights. But I think this is a little bit more kind of rich. So I'm very interested to see what the two of those would look like together. However, I think this is just curated really, really well. You get a good amount of light, but also a fantastic level of depth. You know what I feel about having a black in there? It's spectacular. I just think this is done very, very well because you have your like blue toned purples, but then you have your more like red toned purples. So it's a really, really nice balance across this. Do you necessarily need it? Probably not, but it is good quality, and if it's something that's calling to you, I feel like you probably will enjoy it. I'm just a big fan of Cosmic Brushes at this point. I have all of the stuff that they've come out with, and I just find them really exciting. I feel like they really enjoy makeup, they enjoy curating things, and they have a good level of inspiration. Let's be real. Like, this is so well curated. It's such a nice little £12 palette that does give you a massive amount of variety. I think the only thing, and I'm being very pernickety here, is I would add in like a very lilac lavender shade here, because you have a very pale sort of a purple over there on the left hand side with the more red toned purples. I think if they'd had more of like a blue toned like lavender, lilac, etc. over here, it would balance that out beautifully. But again, that's just me. That's me being pernickety. You could probably get that across some of their other palettes, to be fair. Like, you can use a lot of their stuff together as like sisters and companion palettes. So again, just being very pernickety. I love this. I want it. I do not need it, but it calls to me. Let me know what you guys think, because I just think this is stunning.